Hey, what's going on, everybody? Dr. Sean J. Harris here, Generational Wealth Academy. Happy day after Labor Day. I make a point to say that because I'm going to teach y'all something here today. Now, many times we stay in thought processes because simply we don't know any better, or we just do it because that's what's been taught to us. Think about how many things we've done that our parents or grandparents have taught us, and we just do it and don't really have an explanation for it. One in particular, I know people in church, they walk and tiptoe out when it's time to go to the bathroom. But many times people don't even know why they do that. They just do it because they saw it done. Well, actually, that was a way to acknowledge as a slave to your slave owner that I'm not running away. I'm just going to the bathroom. But it's still duplicated and replicated today. I want to talk about Labor Day. Many people always talk about you shouldn't wear white after Labor Day. Well, I got on white today, and it's the day after Labor Day. I'm gonna explain to you why. First, I don't fall for foolishness like that anyway. But listen, Labor Day is typically represent the end of summer as a rule established that you shouldn't wear white after Labor Day if you didn't have money to take fall or winter vacations. It was also used as a way to identify those who needed to work and those who didn't. Another point to make here. Middle-class laborers, on the other hand, often wore darker clothes, even in the summer months, to be able to hide the dirt and the grime that accumulated after a hard day's work. By the 1950s, not wearing white after Labor Day was a firm rule amongst the wealthy who regarded it as a symbol of refinement. So again, think about how many times you've heard people say you can't wear white after Labor Day. It's like almost people go to fisticuffs about wearing white after Labor Day and not even understanding why. I wear white any day. I wear white on Christmas. I'll wear black to a wedding. I wear white to a funeral. I don't fall prey to the stigmas in which people condition you to believe, and really you don't even understand why. Goes back to the story. I mean, you heard me tell the story before about the little girl who was watching her mom cut the butt end of a ham off in the kitchen and discarded it. And she asked, well, Mom, why do you do that? The mom said, I don't know. I just watched my mom do it. If you want to know, go ask Grandma. So the little girl went and asked Grandma. Grandma gave her the same response. So she said, well, okay, well, I'll go ask Great Grandma. So Great Grandma sat the little girl down and said, girl, the reason I cut the butt end of the ham off was to make it fit in the doggone pot. See, we do stuff and we don't understand why. I just shared a story last week about the experiment with the monkeys. You had 5 monkeys in a room, had a ladder, had a bushel of bananas hanging from the center of the ceiling. Well, when the first monkey go up to try to retrieve the banana, the experimenter would douse the monkey with cold water. So the rest of the monkeys, when they saw it happen the second time, they all protected the second monkey and said, nope, don't do that. So they pulled him back down. Well, the experiment further goes on. Each day they would take out one of the original monkeys, bring in a new monkey. So then they would do the same thing over and over and over. So then by day number 5, they took all the original monkeys out, and you all of a sudden have all brand new monkeys, and they were all pulling each other down without even having to douse the water hose anymore. So the monkeys just replicated what they saw and never understood why, because this is a whole brand new set of monkeys. See, many times people do things in life. Many times people stay in financial situations in life because they're going on old ideologies. They're still operating on industrial era technologies. We can't keep doing the same things our grandparents did, think we're going to get similar or better results now. There's no more working for a company for 20 years and retiring with the gold watch packet. That doesn't work anymore. But so many people are still living on those old ideologies and thinking you're going to get the results that you want financially, whether it's time and money freedoms. You guys hear me talk about the 40-40-40 plan. That's where you work 40 hours a week for 40 years, anticipating retiring on 40% of what you already can't live on now. Now, the 40-40-40 plan has migrated quickly into the 50-50-50 plan, where now people working 50 hours a week for 50 years, but the 50% retirement didn't make it to 50. It's still at 40 or below. So you got to do different things. You got to ask yourself, what am I doing different? What are my plans for my kids? What are the plans for my grandkids to be able to live a different lifestyle, to do things differently than what's not currently working for me, perhaps in this current time? You can't keep doing the same thing and think you're going to get a different result. So I talk about the things that changed for me. Okay. The 3 things that changed for me. This is what I call the art of transformation. ART, the art of transformation. The A is who I associated with. Who I associated with changed. I don't still hang with people from high school. I don't still hang with buddies I used to drink with in the military. I have a new set of people that I hang with and I get different results. The R of art is I changed what I read. First, I really wasn't reading, but I had to start picking up different magazines. I was no longer just reading bodybuilding magazines, fitness magazines, but I started reading fitness magazines for my brain that's going to help me to accumulate wealth and continue building my wealth. I changed what I read. I changed who I associated with. And then the T is time usage. I changed what I did with my time, how I utilized my time. I stopped spending time and started investing time. There's a huge difference. I have a litmus test to determine how I use my time. Someone called me right now. Hey, Sean, having a party Friday. You want to come out? Well, who's going to be there? Well, it's going to be Pookie and Ray Ray and them. Chances are I'm not going to come. But if you tell me that, hey, I'm going to a meeting, it's going to have a couple CEOs there, going to have a banker there, going to have the mayor, more than likely I'm going to be there because that's the highest and best use of my time as opposed to going out clubbing. I did a video with Kennedy last week where we talked about the difference between conferences and concerts. I hear so many people talk about, I just can't find a man. Sean, we're all the men that's like you, that's